And could you give us some information on placement?
Yes. I'm involved in the outreach and the screening and the placement end of the thing. Now, 95% of young people that complete a program at the Job Corps Center, before they leave that center, they've got interviews set up for them. And if they're not successful, say, on their first interview or two or something like that, when they arrive back in Nashville, all they've got to do is visit the office at 301 James Robinson Parkway or any job service office probably in Middle Tennessee, and placement assistance is provided. Special emphasis is placed on finding these young people jobs, because the idea behind Job Corps is to make these youngsters taxpayers instead of tax spenders. And a lot of them have come from homes that you know, that were on food stamps, and private industry has really gone all out to really help these young people that go to Job Corps centers and have the discipline enough to complete the program. And
what about labor unions and the Job Corps? I think we've mentioned private industry and the cooperative spirit that you've had from labor unions. Could you speak to that, perhaps, Mr. Harrison?
All right, Dr. Haney, the labor unions are involved throughout the process. They work with the Job Corps centers so that they're involved in the training programs and making sure that before a person completes that program, they're getting training similar to what an apprentice would get. When they get a certificate and complete a particular trade, they've not only completed a trade that is satisfactory for Job Corps, but it's satisfactory to that labor union. When they come back and talk after they've completed the program and talk with Jim or one of the other screeners or placement people in Job Corps, then that counts toward apprenticeship in that particular trade. So they're involved all the way. And
so they earn credit from a labor organization or a labor organization unit simply by being a part of Job Corps. What are some of the more popular skills that you found in terms of placement?
All right, now the skills that have always been there, the kind of programs that have always been popular in Job Corps are like auto mechanics, carpentry, and that kind of thing. But let me take a moment just to talk about some of the transition that's taking place in the Job Corps program. Because the economy is shifting more over into the service sector, a lot of the newer programs in Job Corps are related to those areas. Like the medical area is a real big growth area in the economy. So nurse assistant, medical receptionist and assistants, folks like that, are needed badly, so those programs are being incorporated in. The computer sector of the economy is really growing at this time. So Job Corps is responding by having more data processing and computer type programs there. So it runs the whole gamut, but as the economy shifts into other areas, Job Corps tries to respond by preparing folks for those kind of jobs, because it's of no benefit if a person receives training and then comes back to Jim or one of the other screeners and we don't have a job available.
How many people do you have currently involved in Job Corps in Tennessee?
I can give you the most recent statistic that I can give you is for an 18-month period that ended March 31st of this year. There were, at that time, I believe 895 people enrolled in or who had completed during that period of time the Job Corps program, and there were close to 600 people who had been employed in gainful employment.
I think there's a number that we're trying to get on the screen on how they can get in touch with either you or Mr. Johnson. What is that number? 741-2913. Is that the number?
That's right.
We've got about a minute and a half to go. Do either of the two of you have anything that you'd like to leave in reference to Job Corps before we wrap it up here today?
Right. We've tried to cover, Dr. Haney, some of the most important aspects of the Job Corps program. One of the things I think that we neglected to mention during this half hour is the fact that while students are at Job Corps, they receive a small stipend that helps them while they're there. Also, they accumulate an amount of money while they're in the program so that when they get back home, they have a little bit of adjustment money to go. But it's a good program. We want to encourage folks to if they have questions about it, to come talk to us and see if it's a program for them.
Very good. Over the last 30 seconds that we've got, Mr. Johnson, do you have anything that you
Well,
want to add?
I'm sure you have some viewers in some surrounding towns here, and if they can't make it into the office at 301 James Robinson Parkway, there's job service offices in their community perhaps, and they can go into those offices and talk to the people there about the program. It's a real good program.
Very good. On behalf of the staff and management at Z17 TV, I would like to thank the two of you for stopping by and talking to us about this Job Corps program.
Thank you, Dr. Haney.
Thank you.
On behalf of Z17, this is Dr. Haney saying good night.